Hi everyone, welcome back to Mirror Image Co, the online styling and coaching platform that helps you attain an empowered life. So today's video is going to be slightly different from what we usually do, and it's going to be on book recommendations. I am such a big fan of reading and reading things that really feed you, whether it's things that you enjoy from fiction, something that takes your mind off the day or the week, or something that's more personal development based, such as the books I'm going to show you today, that can help you improve in different areas of your life. Now, books are a great way to learn because you can take the life experience of a person or a group of people and condense it into a couple of hundred pages, and it can span 50 years of their life, but then you can learn about it in 10 days, for example, depending on how fast you read. And so it's a great way for you to really look through and find points of commonality between your life and that individual's, or between the principles that are set out in that book, or things that may challenge you to really move forward and do better in whatever you're trying to achieve in your own life. So, moving into the first recommendation, this is 9 things you simply must do to succeed in love and life. And this is by Dr. Henry Cloud, and it says, in this groundbreaking book will help you discover ways of behaving and responding to situations that successful individuals, or what he believes are deja vu people, have in common. The principles of life and wisdom are so profound and yet so simple and subtle. And they're easily missed, but you can learn and apply these secrets presented here as 9 extremely practical and easy to grasp strategies, and enjoy the success they bring. What I love about this book is that it's extremely practical, and that it really seeks to help you see how you can apply that in your own life, whether it's in your personal life or in your professional life, as it notes in the title. And the other thing is that it talks about things that are foundational that we often forget. But sometimes we're busy learning, what's the next thing in my industry, or what's the best way that I can communicate and stand out from the crowd, what's the new thing. Sometimes it's going back to basics, but also observing and keenly observing those individuals who've been able to attain success, and that is individual for each and every single person, but they've attained some measure of success, and sometimes with less resources and less opportunities than others, but they've been able to take those further. And so I don't believe that success is an accident. I believe there's usually strategy and an ability to be consistent in what you do and who you are, how you think as well. So it's not just in implementing something for the short term. It's just about getting into the being and seeing yourself as that successful person, whatever that may mean to you, and putting that in practice. So some of the books that I've come across sometimes can be a bit wishy-washy. This is not one of them. So keep an eye out for that as well. The second book I have on here is called The Woman Code by Sophia Nelson. I put it up to the camera, and it says, every woman lives by a code, whether she realizes it or not. The code is as old as time. It governs her romantic relationships, friendships, family ties, career choices, and personal sense of well-being and value. And when her code is out of balance, her life is out of balance. And so this book helps women to honor themselves whilst navigating the demands of work, home, family, and friendship. It not only calls on women to practice purpose in their lives, it shows them how to do it with grace. And I am such a big fan of this book because it is all about carrying yourself in a manner that is so, it is graceful, and it's leading you to be a woman of character and integrity. And even if you are already, I believe that this can really expand on that and can really show you that sometimes some of the experiences that we as women go through are very similar, and you can always learn from somebody else. What was particularly useful for me is having an older woman write this book, and so that helps us as young women navigate that, but this is for everybody. This is something that I believe every single woman can do, and it has spiritual codes, emotional codes, professional codes, relational codes. So it really goes through the breadth and depth of your life to kind of help you see points of improvement or give you food for thought. So at the end of each chapter, there are certain words associated with what's been written in there, and then there are questions. There are keywords and there are questions, and for example, there are key points about how you can implement a particular code. Another thing I love about this book is it's practical. I really don't see the point of buying a book that doesn't really help you put in practice what they say. And so this is a great book. Check out Sophia. She has written some other books. I believe she is a former lawyer and she's a journalist and a political pundit as well. But this is a fantastic book for all women. And if you're a guy watching this, then buy this for your daughter, for your wife, for your sister, for your colleague, for anyone, any other female that you know could be able to benefit from an easy, practical, but really inspiring read that will help them navigate through life. And the last book recommendation is called The People Factor, and it's called by Van Moody. So I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see the cover there. And it says, the right relationship will launch you to the heights of achievement. The wrong one will tether you to mediocrity. Your relationships will be your sources of greatest joy and your venues of greatest pain. Van Moody says, when people show you who they are, pay attention. We need to undertake the important task of evaluating our relationships intelligently. I think this is a bit of a meaty book, but it really talks about relational IQ, all the things that I think all of us wish we'd learned in school, and things that we learn as we go along. And so this really breaks it down, but also helps you to improve and, more importantly, have purposeful relationships. You know, when you are in school, you're lumped together with people in your class. You may not necessarily have a choice as to, you don't have a choice as to who you're in a class with. But as an adult, we have so much control over more than we think that we do. And one of those things is who we allow into our lives, who we entertain, what we entertain, and exactly how we gracefully, sometimes when necessary, untie relationships. I think ending something gracefully is just as important as being cautious when looking to allow somebody into our lives. So I would really recommend this book because it has a very practical stance as well, to the point where I got a new one because I really loved, and the other one was so tattered. And I believe that it's one that anyone, male, female, child, this is also a great book to really empower anybody that you know who is really, really young, teenagers, whatever, to help them really start on their journey so we can help one another become more effective communicators and have more effective relationships, which in this day and age of technology, people really still value authentic human connections, but the key is they have to be the right connections and ones that are purposeful. So I hope those 3 books really empower you and help you. They are all available on Amazon and I think other retailers as well. I believe that 2 out of 3 of them are available in a Kindle if you are keen to get it in an electronic version, but I would really encourage you to get it in a paperback version so that you can thumb through, have your thoughts down on paper, and move forward and gain some insight. So I hope those helped you. Check out our socials and our website. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.